Hattrick Youth Academy Scouts and Recruitments. What can we learn about it, and what can we do about it? Today we're going to talk about scout assignments, regions, player pools, scout call process, recruitments, overall comments ranking, when to call the scout. There will be a best to know section and a conclusion. My name is Yves Elliott. I'm U17 Scout for Belgium. Let's go. Each time you call them, the scout will propose you players that match the search criteria you set for them. So the search criteria are country, which is unique and the same as your main club country. If you have several scouts, you can assign them to different regions or all to the same region. And you can select a player type, which is a single choice equal to the position. It can be specific, such as inner midfielder, central defender, or others, or any type of player. If you want to know more about the regions of this club, go to the World menu and under the country of this club, go to Regions, and it will give you the different regions. An important notion about the recruitment is the player pool. When you assign the scout to a region, he is assigned to a player pool, meaning the players present in a player pool are not present in other pools. As said earlier, you can assign the scouts to different regions, so they have access to different regions and different pools of player, or you can assign them to a single region. If all scouts are assigned to a single region, they will have access to the same pool. Let's describe the scout call process. So what happens when you call a scout? As we saw earlier, the scout is assigned to a player pool. What will he do? He will pick up a player from that pool and he will propose to you. If you accept this player, he will join your youth team, and if you don't select him, he will just get back to the player pool. Another important notion is that the players are aging in the pool, meaning that if the player is today 15 years and 10 days, tomorrow it will be 15 and 11. So what do you get from recruitments? You get one current skill among three best skills, one potential skill among the three best skills, a rounded down age from 15 to 16, meaning 15 years and 10 days is 15 years, but 15 years and 100 days is still 15 years. Scott can give you a comment about the specialty, so he can give you the specialty of that player if he has one. He may have no specialty, he can give you that information, he will have no specialty at all. Or most of the time, specialty is unknown, meaning that you have to discover if he has one or none. Scott can also give you an overall potential. Let's talk about the overall skill comment. Overall skill is just an indication about the global skills of the player. We don't know how it is calculated. I selected two player profiles with an overall skill passable, meaning 6. There could be a huge difference between players who have the same overall skill. I would call overall high and overall low. For overall high, you can have potential such as 78666 and another player overall low 66463. Just remember that as from overall skill 6, he could be a good player. We could rank comments from the scout. I set 5 categories. S tier, which is God tier, A tier excellent, B tier, which is okay, C tier bad, and all under that is a garbage. So what do we have in S tier? Overall 7, potential 8, skill 7, potential 7, overall 6. A tier, skill 6, potential 6, a specialty. B tier, overall 5, skill 5, potential 5. C tier, overall 4, skill 4, potential 4. And all comments below that are just garbage. Skill cap, so the max potential. For keeper it is 7-9 and all other skills are 8.1. You have to know that set pieces are never mentioned in the recruitment. So when to call the scout? When you call the scouts, you call them simultaneously, and you have one call in between economic updates. Some managers like to call before economic update. some just the day of the economic update, or maybe a fixed lucky day. They found a good player one day and they said, yeah, I want to call my scout every Wednesday. Another option is to call the scout before games. I used to call the scout just after the economic update for a long time. But now what I do, I call the scout before a game. Remember that players are aging in the pool. But to me, there is no point to keep a player untrained for 5 days, let's say. Just training immediately. Best to know. You can hire from 1 to 3 scouts. Scouts can be assigned to any region from the main country club. They also can be assigned to a specific type of player. Scouts can be reassigned to a different region or player type and can be fired. Skill cap is 8.1 except for keeper 7.9. Skill cap of any type of player is higher than the skill cap of a specific type of player. Set pieces is never mentioned in the recruitment comments. Players are aging in the player pool. You have at least one chance on 3 the higher characteristic is not mentioned in the recruitment. Conclusion. Get 3 scouts. The more tickets you have, the more chance you have to win the lottery. Avoid changing search criteria too often to avoid scout expertise reset. Recruit one player each week, even if he is a donkey. You can fire him afterwards, but this will clean the player pool. Prioritize 15 years old over 16 years old players, except if he is exceptional. I'm interested to know when do you usually call the scouts? Please let me know in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching. Stay epic. See you next time.